Welcome back to the Taiwan Outlook. I'm Raymond Wu. We'll continue in this final segment of today's program with Miss Barbara Wang, who is the chairperson of Hsinchu Golf Association. And we're going to start off this segment, Barbara, with the answer from the golf course's chairperson. What did he say at the end?
He said he agreed with me.
Okay.
Because actually he'd be making more money.
Yeah, with the
cost
whole,
down.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So in the end, we gave him another chance, and he's actually one of our partner-sponsored golf courses.
And you've been cooperating ever since?
Ever since.
Okay. And like I said, this is a very important, golf association, especially for the Hsinchu area as well as for Taiwan. And do you do any collaboration with other associations in Taiwan?
Most definitely.
And also, this year, do you plan to do anything regionally, internationally with other associations in other countries?
Okay, most definitely. We've always been very supportive of the Hope Foundation,
okay,
which is started by Stan Shi of Acer,
okay,
John Shren of UMC,
okay,
and the late Ken Gao of D-Link.
Yes.
We've been supported since its first year. There's a high-tech golf Olympics every year.
Yes.
And we actually try to raise money for the PGAs or for the next upcoming Taiwan version of Tiger Woods.
Yes.
We did one event. I think the first year, the first annual, the founding year of the high-tech golf Olympics, our golf team actually won Best Spirit.
Okay, good. Yes. So how about regionally, internationally? Do you plan on anything for this year?
Definitely. We're probably going to be doing something cross-straits-wise with China.
Okay.
But it's still in the works, so I don't want to disclose too much at this moment.
But as we speak, at the moment, there's a lot of discussions about how to revive sports in Taiwan, including golf. Certainly, we have had news about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, about the possibility of hosting an LPGA event in Taiwan, even though it's going to cost like $5-6 million US, to do such an event. What do you think about the sport in general in Taiwan? I understand that you, of course, you do golf events because of charity, but you must have come across with a lot of professional golfers and amateur golfers alike. What do you think about the state of sport of golf in Taiwan, and what do you think? What were some of the suggestions or recommendations that you've picked up elsewhere that you think may be helpful in terms of reviving, the sport of golf in Taiwan?
Okay, I think I've been fortunate enough, spending time overseas. I'm like a tomboy. I love sports.
Yes.
I mean, I go to NBA games or the Super Bowl or whatever.
Okay, yes.
So I think I understand, like in the States or overseas, sponsorship is actually key to providing for upcoming players. But it's not an end result.
Yes.
It's just in the process. Whereas I think a lot of the pros here, I think they believe that that's the end result.
No.
That should only be a fringe benefit. I think in overseas, sportsmanship, I think the reason why like Tiger Woods gets his sponsorship is because he makes you believe.
Yes.
He makes you dream. He makes you want to accomplish or change.
Gives you a vision. Yes.
Yeah. And he overcomes all odds.
Yeah.
And it's like moments where like he wins, the Open and he hugs his father.
Yes.
It's like a Kodak moment that sponsors throw money at you. It's not because you play well or whatever. It's how you it's the process that's really important.
How you present yourself and how you're being perceived.
And the sportsmanship.
Yes.
In terms of, we're very supportive of the Taiwan community, especially, the LPGA and the PGA.
Of course.
We actually, there's a lot of back and forth, we do whatever we can to help them out. A lot of our golf members actually support them financially as well, and we do major contributions. I think we need more people involved. We need a stronger gift-giving community, stronger, sponsorship community, and we need more and more emphasis towards sports, because I guess in our society, education, getting a PhD, becoming a doctor or an engineer is more important over being the best at what you do.
Be more well-rounded. Yes.
Yeah, or just. I mean, because there's a lot of people who are good at, dribbling a ball or hitting a racket, but you should encourage these people.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting that, Barbara, you just mentioned sportsmanship. That is something I think, along with a lot of viewers at home, that we think is probably lacking in some of the sports, especially in the professional circles in Taiwan. You don't really see many professional players, whether it's in golf or other sports, that really are committed to the sports itself and also to some charitable good causes in the community. And certainly that's not been the case in other countries, especially in the States. How do you think this is happening in Taiwan? What needs to be sort of like a wake-up call in the sporting community and let more of the professional and amateur players get involved in some of the good causes?
Well, I think there are a lot of people out there who want to like contribute to charity or whatever, but
they don't know how.
I would just like to see more people just try to make a change. I mean, just a simple thing, like even with today's segment. I mean, the Hsinchu Golf Association. You see how I started it out, just from very small.
Yes.
But yet I still made an impact.
Yes.
And what I want people to carry away from this show is that everything has to start from you. So doesn't matter, if I'm a nobody and my golf game is so-so. If you're a golf pro, or if you're an LPGA star, an upcoming star, you can do so much more than I can do. So I just want you to take away that message that you can change, or you can help make this a better world.
Yes. Certainly, that's a very clear message from your presence today on the program. And for the remainder of the time that we have, I want to go back to the original question that I posed at the beginning, Barbara, is that you have somewhat of an unconventional, upbringing process. You were born in the States, you came back to Taiwan, and you went back to the States for, education to finish your college education, and you're certainly different from a lot of people and their children in Taiwan who were considered as 小留学生, little overseas students. And but you certainly being the product of two cultures, the U.S. and Taiwan. And how do you, reconcile the differences in the two cultures? And what would be your recommendation to viewers, at home who are watching our program and are thinking of either sending their kids overseas, to the States, to Europe, to Australia, wherever, or thinking of having their kids come back to Taiwan, like what you did, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? What would be your word of advice to them?
I think sending a child overseas is one of the best experiences, because it opens and broadens your horizons.
Okay.
I think everybody should be open and positive and optimistic. What I try to do is I don't see differences among two, like East and West. What I try to see is what's the best in each society, and you try to merge it together.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Because I think some parts of me, I'm very conservative, I'm very Chinese, but parts of me, I see like in the Western world, they do things much better, and I want to try to extract that and apply it in an Asian society.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good experience. I think for any parent who's considering this, I think it's good, but you have to make sure that the children, when they go over there, have a strong value system. I do want to thank my father for all his tough love and everything, because my father always believed that you always have to work hard and play hard.
Yes.
Okay, and you always have to contribute to society.
Give something back.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think my father cares if I run my own company or how much money I make a year. I think he's more proud of me that I've done this golf charity thing.
Yes, yes. And certainly this is something very unique. And also the fact is, we understand that in the process that you also kept a full-time job, with the financial sector. And how do you balance, your commitments to charitable causes and also your professional commitments to your clients?
Okay. I think I really don't like it when people go, to do something well, you have to pick between one or the other.
It's not a zero sum.
No, it's not a zero sum. If you look at like very famous people, they know how to balance things. It's just being efficient, knowing how to manage your time, making sure you observe like different conflicts of interest or whatever.
Yes.
But I think everything is possible. I mean, to give you good examples here in Taiwan, I mean, Silicon Ware, Mr. Lin Wenbo, who is the chairman, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's a world-renowned chess player.
Okay. So there is a hobby for another emotional outlet.
Right. So not only is he a successful businessman, but he's a world-class chess player. Okay, Weiqi.
Yes, of course.
And what is that called? Go?
Yes.
It's called Go,
Yes.
right? So he's actually ranked. Or like the Honorable vice chairman of UMC, Mr. John Shren.
Yes.
He is almost, I think he was one stroke away from being a senior PGA pro.
Yeah. Well, certainly you do see a lot of his pictures in some of your events and things. And finally, for the remainder of the, the program, I have a very personal question. You're talking about balance. How do you, do you have anything happening on the personal front? I understand that you're still single now, but you travel quite a bit. But you're also committed to your work and also to these many charitable causes. How do you find the balance? Save some time for yourself.
You find a very understanding boyfriend.
Has that person, being identified?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dating somebody, but he's very understanding.
Okay,
he's
good.
very understanding.
Yeah, we certainly hope you the best for everything you do. Not only with the Golf Association, with your work, and also with your personal life. And we're certainly looking forward to other occasions in the future that we can have you back on the Taiwan Outlook. Great. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Raymond.
Yes. Thank you for watching our program. I'll see you next time on Macroview Television.